Aja? Wait. I was just thinking about what we talked about yesterday. We learned all about the country's money planning, right? And how the parliament votes on it, but what happens after that? Yeah, do they finally get to spend it now? Like, do the ministers just run to the bank with a massive bag and take out all the cash right away?
Not so fast, Rohan. It is not quite that simple. You cannot just walk away with a country's money just like that.
Even after the parliament agrees on the spending, there is a whole new step. It is called an Appropriation Bill. Now that sounds like a big word, but just think of the Consolidated Fund of India as the country's big bank account. This new bill is just the absolute final permission to actually take money out of that bank account.
Oh, so it is like finally unlocking the vault?
Like getting the actual key, Aja? Exactly, Meera. Let me give you an example. Rohan, remember last month when Ma agreed to give you 500 rupees for that new cricket bat?
Yeah, but then she locked her cupboard, took the key, and went to the market. I was just stuck waiting for hours.
Right. She said yes. That is the approval. But did you actually have the cash in your hand? No. You still needed the physical key to open the cupboard to take it out. Oh, I get it now. So just saying yes is not enough. He needed that final step to actually get the money in his hands.
Very smart, Meera. That is exactly how the government works too. Voting for the budget is just like Mosh saying yes, but they still need the key to open the vault. That key is this final permission law. Without it, not a single rupee moves.
Now, this final bill covers two main things. First, the money they just voted on, which are called grants. And second, the fixed expenses, which they call charged expenses. This includes things like salaries for the president or the top judges.
Wait, really? Even for regular salaries, they need this final check?
Yes, Ananya. Every single rupee needs this strict permission to leave the country's big bank account.
But Aja, I did not get that. Do they ever mess up? Like accidentally spend money without the key?
Well, yes. It actually has happened. A few years ago, the big auditor who checks the country's accounts found a massive mistake. Take a guess how much they spend without the proper key.
What? Like a lakh? A crore?
Try 37,365 crore rupees. They spent it on tax refund interest without passing the final permission properly. That is exactly why the auditors take this rule so seriously.
And here is the strictest part of it all. Once this final bill is made, there is absolutely no editing. No last-minute changes allowed to the amounts at all. You cannot shift money from one place to another. Wait, what? No editing? Not even a tiny bit? That is so strict. It has to be, Rohan. Imagine your school trip. The teacher fixes the budget for the bus, the food, and the museum tickets. If on the morning of the trip you suddenly yell, "Teacher, cancel the museum, let us buy more ice cream," what happens?
The teacher would definitely say, no changing now, the budget is fixed.
Exactly. You might be a little disappointed about the ice cream, but it keeps things in perfect order. The decisions were already made earlier. You cannot just rewrite the rules at the very end.
So the absolute most important thing to remember is this. Article 114 is the ultimate safety lock of our constitution. No money can be taken from the country's fund without this specific law.
So it is basically no permission, no spending, like a giant lock.
Exactly, Rohan. It is a giant, unbreakable safety lock on the country's wealth.
Okay, I think I see the whole picture now. Step 1, you plan the money. Step 2, you vote on it. And step 3, you get that final permission, the Appropriation Bill. And absolutely no last-minute changes allowed.
Perfect, Meera. You have summarized our little evening explainer beautifully. The government must follow the proper process.
So before you kids run off to play, let me ask you one last thing. Why do you think such strict rules are needed for the country's money?
Maybe so nobody can secretly take money out for the wrong reasons?
Yeah, to make sure nobody misuses it and keeps proper control.
Spot on. The money of the country belongs to the people. This ultimate safety lock ensures that it is handled carefully and responsibly every single time.